Okay, so here we go. It's Otown versus Sir Christof the Improper. Is this actually round one still?
Fedrid Folly.
It is.
I like this
it is.
map.
It
really
is
good map.
one. Yeah, Fedrid Folly is a really good map. I feel like it's maybe the best newly added 1v1 map in Elite.
Yeah, this and Guerrilla's Forge are pretty popular. Guerrilla's Forge is kind of a little bit small for my taste, but this has become one of my favorite maps.
Yeah, I have seen some games from you. Oh no, Scouts without the cape. You're free to random this.
Oh no, capeless scouts. This is gonna be a pain. Alright.
Okay, so Oto goes with the Apothecary in bright white? White red? I don't know.
Looks like Blood Angels, I think. I have no idea.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
And the Chaos Lord guy is like black pink.
Oh, that's
violet.
awesome.
It's the Slaneshi Chaos Lord of Corn. I don't like these metallic colors, but it's my taste.
They too shiny.
Okay, now.
Actually, otown not going for a second scout squad here.
Yeah, he doesn't even build a node.
A node, yeah.
Not going for a quick ASM or something like that.
Maybe he's going for a second tack squad or something.
I guess so. Popular build since Mr. Tourney started picking April.
And it's pretty good with Apo too. You can throw out heals and stuff when the heretics go on that squad and get fairly low.
What is this Apothecary doing? Okay, so the heretics start to capture the point in front of the Apothecary instead of attacking him. We have a very close range firefight over here.
I was gonna say, these guys are just going at it right next to each other. Not sure he's used his Kraken bolts yet, or Kraken bolts. But not sure it'd matter with the Chaos Lord coming up here.
Yeah, this will end in retreating tactical moves, I think. And you're right, second
tack squad, yeah.
Yes. And we have an Eternal War already up on these CSM.
Also, Paragens up for the Chaos.
Oh yeah, no gen or node up for Otown.
And he actually just finishes the farm just now, so he's gonna have some nice economy going here. This early map control.
But meanwhile, Otown has kept the far out on power point. The sneaky power farm.
I was gonna say I want to call that contested, but the one in mid is more contested. That's kind of one where you can kind of sometimes get away with putting some gens over there, and players will kind of just miss that.
Oh, we have the Sanguine
Chainsword. That's gonna be a nice choice against Chaos Lord.
Yeah, especially versus Chaos Lord, because the Chaos Lord won't beat the Apothecary with it. No way. Oh, there's heretics about to what?
And we have another scout squad.
Why now? Why didn't he go for the scout squad in the first place?
He probably wants to get scout shotguns for one of them, and then keep them with his tacks and his main army, and then have one scout squad back capping.
That'd be really nice. Chaos Lord meanwhile decapping this natural victory point, making it a triple cap finish.
Do have an aspiring champion up on one of the heretics as well.
Which are Eiling base? No, now they go. His Apothecary is doing really nice with his sword. The Chainsword increasing his charge range to like 24 or something like that.
If you see CSM staying here a little bit longer, they're going to start dropping some models here. They're fairly low.
Okay, so it's now getting some hits in. Wow, look at this DPS.
Yeah,
not bad.
Focusing him down. There's a little bit of a misclick there, I think, from Sir Christof. He kind of worshipped back a bit too far there, I think. And
yeah, but
his heretics were a little late.
So now it's nice.
Got some raptors on the way.
Oh, interesting choice with double attacks, why not? Yeah, and he's exactly doing what you suggested. He's going with his scout squad and decaps points out of the way.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Scouts are really high mobility unit. You just gotta babysit them a little bit so you don't drop a lot of models, because they are fairly expensive to replace or reinforce compared to a lot of other starting squads.
No, that's true. I feel like if once they have some upgrades, they really add to your combat power.
Oh yeah. And shotguns would actually be a really strong choice here, considering they can whittle down the heretics. They can pick up CL, and now they got raptors out on the field as well. So
exactly. Text dropping a model. Okay, so double gens up for otown now, and Christof is about to go to 2-2.
Yeah, he's gonna be forced to retreat here. He can't stay in this engagement. He had to drop his other tax back.
I feel like the Apothecary was a little bit off before here.
Yeah, a little bit out of position there, but
and he might go down over here in those retreats.
Wow. Doesn't have, I don't know if he has enough for Laramans either.
I think it's 125. I might be mistaken on that one.
Yeah, otown is not in a very good position here. He does have a full gen farm up, so I mean he's not too far behind, but
yeah.
So Christof can head to tier 2 and get out. Actually, he's getting some aspiring champion on his heretics, on his second heretic squad.
Yeah, scouts are taking the garrisons.
The sneaky garrisons that I didn't know existed.
Garrisons, I really don't like them. You can park some kind of setup team over there and they will completely deny.
Oh yeah, it'll just hold that area down, yeah. Tier 2 for on the way for Christof.
Yeah, who's doing really well, besides idling with his chaos lot. Could tie up these tactical marines.
It's going to be a fairly strong push here in for his natural VP with these double tacks and the Apothecary here.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much DPS the single chainsaw does. I think it's not too shabby. Yeah, and here you see it. So the Chaos Lord, if he is
just tank it.
It's not doing like any damage to the Apothecary.
We'll be spending a fair amount of time in base healing up.
Yeah, Raptor's completely missing the jump.
They don't even actually get their second suppression bounce in after their initial jump. They do a second suppression surge, if you will, or whatever term you want to use.
Yeah, there's the heal. A little bit late, and these tactical marines need to go. Well, they will.
It was nicely played, though. He didn't drop any models on the tax, so. Now these heretics are actually, in a little bit of danger themselves, dropping models.
This is M going for the flank, a little bit late. It should go as well.
otown's done a fairly nice job of keeping up here, despite being behind a bit early, losing his Apothecary as well.
Yeah, I feel like Christof is not combining his forces well enough. He's just coming in with
trying
one
to keep
unit
up with the scout map control. But well, that's a bad time to upgrade the magazines.
Yeah, even in retreat, it's.
And I think he's actually smacking the aspiring champion model there too.
Oh yeah, that would be. And he, yes, exactly.
Yeah, he killed him.
That's very unlucky.
Rather unfortunate.
25 power, or 20 power down the drain. 20,
He's
I
got
think
some
it
blood
is.
letters on the way though, so that'll be. I'm still very surprised to not see shotguns, because those are gonna. Those do even better now that the blood letters are out.
Look at these.
Ugh.
Pink blood letters.
That is.
Why would you?
The rest of his army looks cool, but them blood letters, that is truly scary.
In reality, these aren't blood letters. These aren't demonettes, or slimish. Like
they are ugly.
Additional units have become available, Commander.
Yeah. Wonder if we'll see any Stern Guard from otown.
Otown can even deploy a Dreadnought this point.
Enemy is claiming a victory.
Yeah, that'd be a good choice against Christof's composition.
and
Really
he's
doesn't
doing-
have any AV even options available.
Yeah, he
since he's
must
elected for bloodletters.
invest in a completely new unit. And I feel like
Adding support structure.
less cannon havocs are maybe his best choice at this point.
Yeah, against a dreadnought.
I feel the scouts are not doing enough.
They're taking pot shots at the Raptors, not really doing a whole lot of damage, but Raptors are picking up their aspiring champion as well.
It's this now, it's into cap. Okay, so Dreadnought hits the field.
Just in time too, because he's actually getting triple capped and losing a lot of the map here. He needs to make a strong push with the Dread.
Yeah, he does need to make it count.
We have 300 points remaining.
I don't know if this is the first game in the series.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the Raptor jump on the double text.
Actually, the aspiring champion model there is getting smacked up by the Dreadnought.
It's not so cool. This is a big special, wow. And he might drop the model in this. Wow.
Yeah, it drops one.
a
He's
big
actually fortunate
inspiration.
to just drop one right there. The
Apothecary
Apo does go
goes
down
down.
though.
It's upgrading to the armor of the Apothecary.
Almost finished it too, as a matter of fact, it was very close.
Oh, there's
And
a Drain
actually,
Life.
Drain Life, yeah, Mantle of Fate up for the Chaos Flood. That's going to be real good against the Apo
Apo,
when he
yes.
picks him up.
Wow, aspiring champion, Heretics wipe. That's a little bit of offside. Zinch
And actually,
Marine
there's
doing
Chaos Lord here too.
just about getting away.
Very close
Yeah,
there,
Veil
yeah.
of Fate gives some health regeneration.
Did replace the aspiring champion on his Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, I mean, Zinch Marines really profit from the additional model.
Yeah.
I mean, so do Corn Space Marines. But
Yeah, they get that Melta pistol, which is pretty good against vehicles for chasing them down and stuff.
yeah, and just another model that can get special attacks and something like that.
Yeah. Actually, he bought back his Apo. Could have Laramans and just
Yeah.
got him back for free.
Maybe it was on cooldown.
Yeah, that might have been. I don't know.
Scouts ready.
Really, he should have waited, I think.
Traverse the course
Yeah,
of the battle.
you need that money
Yeah.
to spend for another squad or to upgrade
Okay,
current
no.
squads he has.
I feel like Otown has made this push, which was needed.
Yeah, he killed the he killed an aspiring champion heretic squad. So
Oh, these tactical marines. Bit of
no, I'm
trouble.
not sure that was too wise of a teleport there. His bloodletters
Oh,
were
yeah,
completely
this-
isolated. Yeah.
Yeah, and this again, these bloodletters do have the ability to phase shift.
Yeah.
You don't really need to instantly retreat if you have this ability of cooldown.
Well, he didn't have his heretics there for any worship, so they would have lost a lot of
Okay.
health either way. And there we actually see some shotguns up. I like this choice.
Yeah, these raptors are really suffering.
Raptors nearly died there. Yeah, I
they
think
lost their
Dreadnought
aspiring
could
champion. And
have got a hit in.
they're the Zinch Marines. Zinch Marines gonna do a hell of a lot of damage to the scouts.
Yeah,
Wow,
mowing
look at
down
these
those
shotgun
scouts.
Jumping in at the moment.
Very fortunate they had to retreat there, otherwise the squad would have wiped.
Yeah. Okay,
Now
so
we got some Plague
Otown
Marines out.
holding the line, and there's the Plague Marines.
Those work really well with the Chaos Lord because of his speed worship on his heretics. Chasing
Yeah.
down vehicles and stuff.
On the other hand, I feel like they are easily countered by this Sanguine Chainsaw Apothecary.
Yeah. If he can control the Apothecary with his Mantle of Hate, he'll be in a good spot there with the Plague Marines, but right now they're way too isolated from the rest of his army.
Yeah, one of these scouts doing
100
in the middle.
points remaining.
Wow, tactical marines almost wiped by these heretics. This Dreadnought is in trouble now. Really fall back with this Dreadnought.
Yeah, I think
Really
he's way overextending this Dreadnought trying to get those Plague Marines, and it's going to get path blocked by all those melee units.
Yeah. I mean, luckily he's on top of the stairs, so the rockets hit
rockets
terrain
do-
once.
Yeah.
But now this Dreadnought is in trouble. Power melee bloodletters will do a little bit of damage. Might be enough to pull the dreadnought off.
I think it'll be able to get away.
This would be really ridiculously lucky.
No, actually, yeah, I think it's dead.
40
It took a
HP.
lot of damage there from the bloodletters, unless he pulls off, which yeah, he's actually gonna let it go.
Oh, he does have the lightning claws. Because
Yeah, and the Chaos Lord.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
Chaos Lord looks without his visual upgrades, he looks kinda clumsy with his lightning claws. Big rolling ball.
Otown actually headed to tier 3. I feel like he's in a good position to go to tier 3. He's out actually checking his opponent here. He killed those heretics earlier, but just needs to keep this dreadnought alive for now.
I mean, luckily he has double scouts to repair.
Yeah.
Chaos Lord is upgrading to the Icon of Core with some nice
Yeah,
synergy.
those synergize very well with the lightning claws because he attacks fairly quickly with the lightning claws.
Exactly. But Christof is again getting the VP. No, he pulls the bloodletters off the cap.
Pulls the bloodletters off.
No, we don't want this point.
Short range teleport.
I feel like this was kinda wasted, but okay. Are the raptors coming? Raptors
He
jumping
needs to
on
be
the
careful with this dreadnought. It's fairly low on
Yeah,
hit points.
Black Marines are coming. Wow, the
Oh, there go
bloodletters
the
are
bloodletters. Yeah, they're done.
Oh, this
Inspiration buffs from the dread.
Dreadnought needs to make something happen yet now. This Emperor is fisting the...
Very fortunate to get a sync kill there. It actually negated a lot of damage from the...
Yeah, and he needs to really stop the advanced healing
Like,
and engage
yeah.
the... Black
to get in
Marines.
there in time. It looks like he'll make it in time. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so...
He
Okay,
did lose both of his scouts there, though.
that's not
He's not
good.
going to have any repairs.
Yeah.
Not sure who really came out on top. I mean, O-Town did kill the bloodletters, but he lost both of his scouts, and he needed those for capping purposes.
And repairing.
Yeah.
And he's still in the need to get these victory points going. I mean... Oh, there's the...
He's probably saving up for Terminators at this point, though. Which, some scouts definitely would be helpful here, I think, actually, even if it is tier 3.
Oh, he's going for the Predator. And maybe
Oh, actually, it's not a bad
going
choice,
for,
yeah.
for a nuke later on.
Yeah, if Christof blobs up his stuff like he has been a little bit, he could get caught by a nuke, I think. But he's lost his aspiring champion on his Chaos Space Marines again, so he's had to replace him a couple times.
Yeah, Predator tank I feel is not the worst choice he could have made. Really good choice indeed.
I mean, it's a good choice, but I think he doesn't have any healing or repairing units out there, so that's definitely the risk he's taken. Because the Plague Marines can...
Yeah, but he... Oh, this...
Dreadnought takes his shot there.
Yeah, if the Dreadnought would have survived, the combination of Dreadnought and the Predator would have been very effective. Just to overload with vehicles.
He does have enough money to buy back his APEL, although I hope he just Laramans. That would be the ideal.
Really. He has the 2-to-1 cap though, so... the Raptors jump
Yeah,
in.
he's controlling this upper ledge here, which is kind of... It can be somewhat hard to push against, but... He's also done a nice job of keeping his tax alive. Both of those guys level 2, nearly level 3.
Yeah, and he has the nuke, so... He's definitely not out of this yet. Predator is really doing
We
good
got
damage
Chaos
here.
Predator on the way too for Christof. Most likely go for Marcus Zinch on that.
I mean, really, Mark Upgrade would really be good.
Yeah.
Can even run it vanilla with these level 2 Plague Marines already. Kill the other Predator. Sweet, GG.
Wow. That damage from the Marcus Zinch Marines.
Oh yeah. Inferno damage type, OP. Where do you pay for it, huh?
Yeah, it is a fairly expensive upgrade at 125.30.
Yeah.
And here we actually have some scouts on the way for O-Town. I'm pretty sure he bought back his Apo as well. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and we do have Marcus Zinch for the Chaos Predator as well, which is fairly expensive as well.
Yeah, it's really expensive. This Predator might be...
Needs to be careful of the Plague Marines. We're just charging up to it.
Tie up the Plague Marines with the Apothecary. And some Corn Worship. This
More
Predator
shadow through this Predator, and he actually retreated his Heretics, so I think his Predator may get out of range here.
Yeah, if he just ties it up. Oh my god, tie those Plague Marines.
Scout Seal.
He's not even tying it up, and this Predator's
Oh,
gone.
and it's dead.
Yeah. It's bad play by otown. I got the information from TGZero that Christof is actually leading 1-0 in this set.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if this is the first game or not, so...
Yeah, now we know.
Yeah, no Town's in a very bad situation here.
Yeah, he doesn't have an army to compete with this.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any upgrades on the tanks. And actually we do have a missile launcher on the way for one of them, just as I say that.
Yeah, I feel like it won't be enough to deal with the Predator.
No, if the Predator's microed correctly, it'll be just fine.
Yeah, and he's losing in victory points, and he's under pressure like from every possible point of view.
Yeah, he's losing in VPs, his army is falling behind.
And the Apothecary is just running in aimlessly,
Smacking away on stuff.
getting a direct hit from the Twinly Glass Cannon. These Twinly Glass Cannons really do aim well on infantry.
On infantry, yeah, they're really good against him. Especially high model squads. They can do. It almost seems like they do a little bit of splash damage. But
the Apothecary is doing a nice job. Apparently his special attack does not
He's done really well with the Sanguine Chainsword this game. Despite the fact he's died a couple times.
There's the advanced healing for some reason. Doesn't even heal anything.
Yeah, he'd be better off to just use his single target heal.
Big headshot there.
This gets blown up.
Yeah. Interesting game nonetheless.
Also lost his not CSM, Tactical Marines on the other side to the Raptors.
Oh yeah, I missed that. They got slaughtered.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Yeah, VPs are taken down, GGs have been called, so I think we won't see a last push. Yeah, it was a very nice game.
Acceptance of defeat is an
So, Sir Christof the Improper. Or Christopher the Improper.
Wasn't I believe O-Town was like a 4th seed or something, so he was pretty... Yeah, he was a 4 seed and Christof was a 13 seed, so that's a fairly big upset there if you're going by seeding standards.
Mm.